Martin Waltham Bates was Delaware's 23rd senator. He served a grand total of 87 days from December 6, 1858 to March 3, 1859. It was and still is the second shortest term in Delaware's Senate history. Bates was born in Salisbury, Connecticut. He moved to Dover, Delaware as an adult to take a job as a school teacher. Later, he changed his career path to medicine and later still to the law. He served one term in the State House of Representatives, then finished his studies and became a lawyer in 1822. He did 2 more terms in the State House, and after that he retired to his private law practice for the next 24 years. Quick fun fact. Shortly after first moving to Dover, Bates married a woman called Mary Hilliard, and they lived at Woodburn, the family estate built by her father, Charles Hilliard, and which she inherited upon his death. That home is now the Delaware Governor's Mansion. And it might be haunted. No, seriously, this article is from the official Delaware.gov website. But anyway, back to Martin Bates. In 1856, Senator John M. Clayton resigned, and the governor appointed Joseph P. Comegys. When the legislature convened, they specially elected Bates to replace Comegys and finish Clayton's term. But Bates was in no hurry to get to Washington. He was 70 years old when he was elected, so he probably wasn't in much of a hurry to get anywhere. Ever. His election was on January 14, 1857, and he finally joined the Senate 23 months later on December 6, 1858. By this point, the term was almost over, and unsurprisingly, the legislature did not elect Bates to the next one. He finished the last 4 months of the term and left when it ended on March 3, 1859. Martin Bates was 72 years old when he finally joined the Senate, so let's talk about age records. He set new records for oldest Delaware senator up to that point in 3 different subcategories: oldest to start their first term, oldest to start any term, and oldest overall, which I measure by their age on their final day in office. In the first category, oldest to start their first term, that record still stands today. In the second category, oldest to start any term, that record stood for 137 years before being surpassed when Bill Roth started his 5th term in 1995. And in the third category, oldest senator to serve at all, that record stood for 52 years before Henry A. DuPont passed it on August 7, 1911. Today, Bates is 5th on the overall list. But it's worth noting that current Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester is 62 years old. So if she runs for re-election and wins in 2030, then she'll be in a position to pass Martin W. Bates and take the number 5 spot on February 18th, 2036. So, mark that on your calendars or whatever.